Hi. I want to talk about something that really doesn't give me any joy. There's gonna be a bit of a serious, a serious topic in terms of what games are about and what Guild Wars 2 is. But I really don't like that this happened, and it really, I don't know, it makes me reconsider how much time I put into the game and how much I care about it, and even if I should play it in the first place. So, today, we got a new update, a lot of good things in the game, really very cool, new weapons or whatever. But we also got this. Hero points now can be bought in its store for 50 gems per 10 points. So essentially now, you can, the hero points that you would use to unlock your elite spec, your Willbender, your Fireband, all this stuff. And just in case you don't know, hero points in Guild Wars 2 are essentially the points you use to unlock abilities, trade lines, and essentially the elite specializations that you unlock in order to play the game, because those are honestly the best specializations to play each of the classes. If you don't have them, sure, you're going to be able to play the game, but with an actual disadvantage, because the other ones have so much better abilities and so many more powerful effects for your friends and for yourself. So it's really something you want, and it's not hard to get, it's not, but it is a bit of a journey that you have to progress through, especially the first time you play the game. Now, this can be bought in the gem store for real money. I think this is completely disgusting and horrible. Not only because it's a complete noob trap, because the only people who are actually going to buy this are noobs that don't know that this is not really a thing that you need to do, because you can just go into War's World, you can go into the hero point trends, and you can just do it in like, 1 hour and get everything for no money at all. Not only is it completely utterly predatory, it is also it makes also the game completely and utterly unimportant and meaningless. Okay, before, maybe getting an elite spec wasn't really that big of a deal. Maybe, yeah, sure, it's not really prestigious or whatever, but you know what it is? It means something. It means that you actually went and did War's World or hero points or whatever in order to get your elite spec. And I think that's cool. There's hero point trends where people run around with each other, with a commander essentially telling you where to go and everything to get all of your hero points in a few hours. There's a little community that forms around this. Even though this game is very old and most people already have all of the elite specs that they should have, that they need, there's still this little communities about this, and you feel that your character is progressing. You do something in the game, you get something in the game, but now you can just completely ignore it by purchasing it in gem store. What the fuck? This has always been, since the first expansion, since the core game, hero points have been a very important part of your gameplay loop in Guild Wars 2. Earning them, doing challenge points, doing map completion in order to get this. Sure, you can skip the War's World, but even in War's World, you're actually playing the game. And now it's you can just skip it in the gem store? No. I think it's completely, it's embarrassing that this is the case. Imagine if you can actually only, it's literally pay to win, right? It's literally buying gear in the game. Now, sure, yes, one person that, once you get it, you're done and you don't have to do anything else about it. But, it's not like you can, get more hero points, and get more powerful and everything. But, elite specs are more powerful. They are more powerful than core specs. So it's literally buying power with the gem stores, with real money. And that is not what Guild Wars 2 is. And that's what our Ened is. Ened has always been a very friendly consumer company. They've always have been. And watching them do this, it's honestly so sad. Because they've always cared about us, at least in that sense. They have cared about giving us good deals, about giving us things that are fair, about not fucking over their consumers. And sure, they have different things that are a bit, not as good, like, loot boxes or whatever. But even though loot boxes are pretty fair, and this is a complete spit on that reputation, and it makes me very, very sad to see. And honestly, is it really that big of a deal that you can get some hero points for some money so you can skip the grind if it's only a short grind? Is it really that big of a deal? You know what? No, it's not that big of a deal. But you know what? You know what it makes me think? It makes me not care about the game. Because now there's one thing that I used to have that would mean something in the game, that I would do in the game, an activity that I would do to other people that would progress my character. It makes it meaningless. We already have skins inside of the gem store. We already have a lot of skins that are buyable with gold. That I understand sometimes you need to do those, because that way you actually make that activity profitable for you to, repeat over and over again. But there's a lot of skins in the game that you cannot actually feel any accomplishment for, even if you did the activity, because you can just buy them with gold. And guess what you can do with gold? You can just buy gems and convert them to gold. There's a lot of things already like that. Why do we need another thing? Another way of making the game less meaningful for everyone who plays it. Why is this needed? Why do we have this? There's no real reason. It's only honestly because they want some more money, okay? And also, what's gonna be next? Are we gonna get also mastery points in the gem store? Are we also gonna get map completion, achievements? And if we accept this as a community, guys, you know what we're saying? We're saying, hey, Annette, we actually don't care. We don't care about this. We don't care about you selling us achievement points. We don't care about you selling us progression. We don't care about you selling us map completion. We don't care about you selling us achievements. We're also even titles. You're actually selling a $30 bundle with gems and a specific title that you can only get by buying the expansion, the bundle. What the fuck? What is happening? We cannot let this happen. We cannot. If we accept this, it's over. It'll just, in my opinion, it will just keep going further until we find everything in the gem store, and we cannot let it happen. And you know what? Maybe you're just gonna say, well, maybe that doesn't happen. Well, that's the message we're sending. If we don't accept this as a community, that's the message we're sending. We're okay with everything changing and everything being monetized, and we cannot let that happen. Guild Wars 2 is my home. It is my main MMO, and maybe you have some issues. Maybe they, it is a microtransaction game with things that essentially, there's a lot of skins in the game that look great that honestly mean nothing because you can just buy them in the App Store. There's a lot of issues with the game. They don't have the, that many strikes, that many raids. And that for a person that likes those things like me, definitely sucks. They don't give us that much content or whatever. I get it. I play other games for that. I play WoW for raids. It's fine. But you know what? I always consider WoW as the game that I play that game for that type of content and nothing else. And I'm okay with that. And I consider Guild Wars 2 as my main MMO. That's where my character is. That's where that's where I live online. Okay, that's my place. That's my home. Okay. And now can I even say that after this kind of stuff? Am I gonna get in a few months another top progression, another thing that I'm kind of proud about in my character that is meaningful to me, taken away from me because it's gonna be swipeable in the gem store? It makes me not really want to invest more in this game until I have an actual, because I never had a doubt that these things wouldn't happen in the game. I never had a doubt. I was like, always, no, this ain't it. They're not gonna make the game pay to win. They're not gonna make this. They're gonna happen. It's gonna continue this way. But if it is gonna change, I'm sorry, but I might also have to change. We'll see. Maybe they'll actually change this, and they'll hear us out. Because I do think NA are a good company. They're gonna see this, maybe everyone that is complaining about this, and just remove it. But if they don't, honestly, I will have to rethink my position in the game, whether I want to continue playing, whether I care about my characters, whether everything of this. I don't see why I should trust them if they're gonna do something like this to continue the game in a correct direction. And they've been doing great things, okay, this year. Honestly, a good amount of balance, good new weapons, good metas. Well, at least on the second half of the year. Good stuff, okay? Good design, good balance, everything. Everything's been pretty good, I think. Especially the second part of the year, maybe not the earlier. The expansion was pretty cool too. There was good collections, cool stuff. But this just makes it so like I don't even care, to be honest. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if I'm exaggerating. Tell me if you agree. And hopefully, and if you do agree, please go